Hey guys. Hey guys, thank you for tuning in with me, your girl Zesty and the Zesty Pooh Crew. So today we are making some bacon wrapped chili hot dogs. I'm moving around a little bit because I'm trying to get myself set up. So I hope you guys are doing well. Hope everything is going good for you. You know, it really wouldn't be as fun as if you guys didn't stop by. I truly enjoy what I do. I love seeing you guys on a consistent basis. Keep stopping by and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so, and hit the notification bell so that way you can be uploaded every time I upload content. So not to get too technical on you guys out there, but let's get it started. We get ready to get started on the slaw and prep, and let's get into it. Go ahead and get started on our corn, since the corn has to go into the oven and roast. What I've done is I let butter sit out to room temp, and I'm just going to massage it in to the corn. And then I'm going to season it. And you can season it with your choice. I'm going to try to not use more than a half a stick, because you want to leave a little bit left over for basting it. I'm probably going to take probably about a tablespoon and just baste it afterward, because most of this butter is going to fall off of it. So let's get it started with butter and lathering these bad boys up. Actually, I didn't even need all of that. So I'm going to say I probably used about 2 tablespoons of butter. And the corn has been cleaned, and I took all the little stringy things off because you don't need that. Now, if this was grilled, I would leave it in a husk and I would do this part after the fact. So now I'm going to go ahead and season my corn up. I'm going to start out with some black pepper. And you want to season it all the way around. And I'm also going to do some salt. And I'm going to do some paprika for color. Oh, and I'm also going to use some garlic, some Johnny's garlic spread, just because I found out it's good on corn. For those of you who have been with me for some time, y'all know I think I'm addicted to Johnny's garlic spread because it's good. And that's our seasoned corn. So now what I'm going to do with the corn is I'm just going to place it here. I have my oven set to 400, and you're going to leave it in there for about 30 to 45 minutes. I am going to probably flip it. You can wrap these in tin foil if you want to. I don't want to wrap mine. I like mine to be open, so that way I don't overcook it, because I like that crunch kind of feel. So just put it in the oven on 400 for about 30-45 minutes. And in between, halfway through, just flip them over. And we're going to get started on the chili. Let's get started on prepping our chili. I use white onion in mine. Feel free to use whatever type of white onion you want. This is a white onion that I had already used. And I only need half of it, because I'm not making a whole lot of chili. And again, you know, you can make this recipe however you so choose to. You want to chop your onions up pretty good. So what I'm going to do is just chop it like so. And then just chunk it down. I had to switch out my cutting board. I usually use those little colored cutting boards for just my meat. So anyway, you want to just take your onion, chop it down just like so. So now that we have our half onion cut up, and this is the finished product, comes up to be quite a bit. I'm going to probably give it about a small head of garlic. Let's see, a small head. I may or may not use all of it. It just depends on once I break it down. Because sometimes with garlic, once you start breaking it down, you don't really have much in it. Alright, so I changed my mind. It's about 6 cloves of garlic, because I don't need a whole head of this. It's way more cloves than I anticipated. So I'm just going to chop this up real good. And again, this is all for our chili prep. You just want to take your garlic. The bigger cloves, you just want to take it and smash it down. Just like so. Just makes it easier to cut, so that way it doesn't bounce around when you get the mincing your garlic up. So for our chili, I'm gonna go ahead and open up my garlic that I cut up earlier. And you just want to cook it until it's flagrant. Now I'm going to add those white onions. And I'm just going to get them to open up to the point to where they're almost caramelized. I probably burnt my garlic a little bit, but it's all good. I'm going to add a little bit of olive oil, just a tad bit, just so that way the onions don't burn. Because I'm going to put the ground beef in here. And yes, I will be draining my ground beef. So this is where I'm going to hit it with about a pound of ground beef. And I'm going to brown it, and then I'm going to drain it with the onions and all. Alright, I've drained my meat. Just a little bit of grease left in, not too much. It was fairly lean. So I'm adding a tablespoon of soy sauce. I'm going to also add 1/3 cup of ketchup. I'm also going to add 1/3 cup of beef stock, because you want to get it to a nice simmer. Probably going to add a little bit more ketchup. I am. So I added like 1/3 cup of ketchup plus a tablespoon of ketchup. So now I'm going to put that 1/3 cup of beef stock in here. And then I'm getting ready to season it up. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to let it cook down. You're just going to let it simmer. And trust me, it's going to cook down. And you're going to be like, whoa, this is some good chili. So here is where I'm going to add some ground mustard. I'm going to say about a half teaspoon of ground mustard. I'm adding about a half teaspoon of cumin. Cumin is strong, so be careful with it. I'm also going to add about a teaspoon of chili powder. I'm also going to add some onion powder. About a teaspoon of it. I know it looked like a lot, but it ain't. And then I'm adding some garlic powder. About a teaspoon of it. I know it looked like a lot too, but it's not. And then here's where I'm just going to let it cook down really slow. I'm just going to let it simmer. It's going to cook down because the beef broth is going to break it down to where it's going to be like, you know, the same consistency of chili. Oh, and you do want to make sure you cover it. Y'all, my husband reminded me, I'm adding some Texas Pete in here. I forgot about Texas Pete. Use whatever hot sauce you like. I like Texas Pete. So I'm putting about a teaspoon of this in there to get that spice. And I am going to put a little bit of salt and pepper in there as well. Alright guys, so now it's time for the big kahuna. I'm going to do bacon wrap hot dogs. I know I'm adding another level to it. And I'm also we're going to do sausage dogs because I found these in the bottom of the refrigerator. And I want to use them before they expire. So anytime we grill out, we always wrap our hot dogs with bacon. So we're going to wrap a couple of them. We ain't going to do many. So we're not going to wrap the beef sausages because I think that'll just be too much. But we are going to wrap our hot dogs. I'm probably not going to use the whole thing of bacon. Well, yeah, I can. Because I'm making these in the air fryer, so I want them to get done evenly. Now, I seen this on Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives with Guy Fieri, one of my favorite Food Network people. I don't know if you guys are familiar with him. But he goes to different diners, and so he went to a hot dog spot, and he used this. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to try that. So that's what I'm going to do. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put them in the air fryer. Probably can't see it because I'm holding it up. But you just want to make sure if you do it in the air fryer and not on the barbecue grill, you want to make sure that you put it in. And I will be checking them every so often. Of course, you know, the hot dog doesn't need to, you don't have to worry about the hot dog getting done. It's the bacon. So when the bacon is done, they're done. So I'm going to start out with 400 on about 14 minutes. The leftover butter that I had for the corn, and I'm just going to sprinkle some Johnny seasoning in there. Not much, just a little bit, and I'm gonna melt this and then I'm gonna spoon it over the butter. And you know what I decided I'm gonna do? I have the ballpark buns and I am gonna toast them in a pan. This reserved butter, I'm probably just gonna spread a little bit on the bun before I toast it. So for now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hit this, even though it already had butter, it already done cooked in. I'm just gonna give it a nice little spread with this. Right, Sally, right. Hey. I don't know why I felt that. Y'all, this corn gonna be good. Now, like I said, if you got a grill, which we do, we just, you know, we work and things like that. So we don't be having time to fire up the grill and all of that. And so this is a good alternative, I tell you that, because this corn is nice and sweet and buttery and really, really flavorful. So I don't need to do anything else with that. So we're good. So you want to make sure you take the toothpick out whenever your dogs are done. Woo. Woo. So we want one sausage dog and one bacon wrap dog for each one. So I'm just plating these up right now. I'm making 2 different ones, and I have corn. What I did is I wrapped it in foil. So I'll open that up after we're done dressing the hot dogs up. So my husband likes chili cheese, and so I'm going to put chili and cheese on his. So basically all you want to do for the chili cheese, I just use American cheese. You can use shredded cheese or however you want to do it. And it'll melt. And then I'm just going to put ketchup and mustard on it. Y'all know I want mine with slaw. I'm going to put his corn. What I'm going to do is I'm going to open it up just like so. Move those hot dogs over. These little handy dandy dog baskets are awesome, y'all. I got to get up on them. Alright, there we go. There we go. So with mine, of course, I'm going to top it off. I got the chili on there. I'm just going to put a little bit of slaw on each one. I don't like mine to get soggy. I like mine to kind of stay a little, y'all know me. For the ones who know me, who's been here before, y'all know I like my stuff to stay crispy. Not crispy, but you don't want no crispy hot dog. I mean, if it's on the grill, I'll roll with it. So I'm putting some mustard. And a little bit of ketchup. I'll put my corn up in here. Look at that. Uh-oh. And that's all she wrote. That was easy and fun enough, wasn't it, y'all? Y'all know how I do. I want to give y'all a close-up. Look at that corn. That corn was so worth it. You know, chili cheese dogs. No, not chili cheese dogs. These are the ones with the coleslaw. And then here's the chili cheese dogs with his corn. And I'm going to read you guys a positive quote. And it says as follows. Do not base your decisions on the advice of those who do not have to deal with the results. Be careful who you consult with, y'all. Consult people with wisdom. And if their wisdom don't align with what God says, then don't take it. It's okay to listen, but that doesn't mean you have to take advice from everybody. Everybody don't have the right way to go. With that being said, I love each and every one of you guys. Peace out.